And as you know, list is a data structure or a data type. So we just define, and we have this a syntax to design, which is new list of string from we need to define all the strings. So that is how we create the list of string. Now let me, I have also created one Australian cities, one Indian cities, and combined cities. So now what I'm going to do, as you see in the PowerPoint slide, let me bring that again. So which is add to collection. So we'll see what is add to collection. So in the activities, type add to collection. And the collection, you know, it is the Australian cities first. And it gives an error because it's still an object. I need to give it as a string. Still it is not going away. So I think it's the list of string. Definitely it is a string, but it's not going. Let me see what it says here. Because I haven't value for a required activity. Item was not supplied. I haven't provided any item. So now I want a city name. So I don't have, let me give this parameter. Okay, so that one is not in this collection. So now I run and so I click a right line command. Here I give Australian cities. So now I am adding, so if you see this, now the list from Australia, you can't find the parameter, but everything else is there. So now I am adding to collection and a right line Australian cities. So just run it and see. Yeah, so in the output, you can see the parameter is also added. So which means add to collection is working fine. So now next is the remove from collection. So I type remove and you get remove from collection. So the same, I put it as Australian cities. I need to remove the parameter. I'm sure I need to provide the exact item name, otherwise it will not work. And I give the string. Now I put this again the right line and see whether the remove from collection is working. See, in the parameter is removed in the second output, which means the remove from collection is also working. What next? Exist in collection and the clear collection. So now I am checking whether it is exist. So there is a activity exist in collection. So the collection name is Australia cities. And the item, I give it a Sydney. And this is a string. So this returns a Boolean value. So let me create a variable like vol provide, because those kind of checking the conditions, whether it is exist or not exist. So this does always it returns a Boolean value, yes or no. Sorry, it means true or false. Okay, so I have taken this result just to show you what result I am getting, so that I right line and symbol available dot toString. So now I am checking whether Sydney exists or not in the collection. See, it's true. So here in this case, like in the real time, what you do, we check some collection and we take some actions. In that case, you can use the if statement. So if it is true, you travel to another path. If false, you can do some other operations. So that is the main use of it. So exist in collection. Now I am going to do a clear collection. So I'll do it at the last, the clear collection. So before that, we do some other operations as well. So I'll show something about the merging the two list. And while merging the two list, it is not straightforward. I need to do some operations on that because I'll show actually the syntax is so it converts into a enum initially. So enum dot concat, we need to combine both the list, and it is not a list when it is combined. So it is a enum. So we need to convert back into the list. So we'll see how it works. And I need to have assign operation. Assign. The left hand side, I'm putting the combined cities because that is where I'm expecting the result. And so here I'm going to type the syntax, which is concat, sorry, enumerable master densities, comma, master densities dot to list master densities. So since I'm combining into this enumerable, I need to put this dot as enumerable, comma, Indian cities dot as enumerable. So now it is in the enumerable format. The list is converted into the enumerable and it is combined. But if you see the combined cities, it is a list. So which means if I give, it will not work. So it will complain me of this, the collection enumerable to type list is, it doesn't work. So to do that, I need to convert all this enumerable to back to the list, which is dot to list. Now it will work. So I write this combined cities and see how it works. So instead of the comma, I can put a pipe. So it looks better. See, so Sydney, Melbourne, Chennai, Ahmedabad. So everything is combined and with the pipe symbol. So we can also do many other operations such as sorting of this. If you see, we can sort this. So I'll write for one for sort, which is like a invoke. There is an invoke method in which you can give this. So the target object is, the combined cities, and the method name, which is search. So as simple as it is, and the right line. So similarly, we need to give that. Now I run and see whether it is sorted. you can see it is sorted Ahmedabad, Adelaide, Bangalore until Trivandrum. So sorting is working fine. There is, we can also do reverse, like all this sorted option, just put reverse. And just run. Okay, Rashmi, that is just to, instead of a comma, I put the pipe symbol. So you can put anything you want. You can put a star. So just for just to separate that, instead of a comma, I just put the pipe symbol. So which is inside a string. So there is nothing much to confuse there. So if you see the previous example, the Sydney comma Melbourne, and instead of the comma, we put this. You can give anything else as well. Cool. So we saw the reverse as well. We saw sorting and we saw reverse. And you can also remove from collection, which we have done already. And so all the list operation we have done. This is pretty much it. But finally, we have do the clear collection. So the clear collection is, it will remove everything. Australian cities, which is a string. And now if I write, there won't be anything. Okay, so let me expand it. So still it has the clear collection didn't work as expected. Not sure why it is. Okay, because you know, I have cleared the Australian cities and expecting the combined cities, so it will not work. So what I need to do is like give the combined cities. So sometimes like only we do mistake, so the robot doesn't tell any lies. So definitely it's something manual issue. See the last line, so clear collection also worked fine. So now it's cleared correctly. So with this, this is all the list operation. We have seen all the important things. So pretty much this is the main functions that you come across. So just to have a recap, we saw how to create a list, such as like how to define, declare a list, which is new list of string, and which is a list of strings. And if it is int, you need to give list of int like that. And we saw add to collection and remove from collection, which removes the value from the collection. And we check for existing collection, which is like we are checking if the particular value is available in the collection. And we just saw how to invoke a method for sorting of the list. So it is the list sorting. And we saw how to reverse a list. So in the sorting, the ascending order and descending order. So if you reverse, that is the descending order. So which in some numeric it may be useful. And also there is some range. You can take the first three values as well in some case. So there are many other functions as well. And yeah, but and finally we have cleared the collection and see how it works. So that is pretty much about list. So now we will move on to the next topic, which is dictionary. So this dictionary is really important, the most important topic of all whatever we have discussed, because the dictionary variable, like it is used mainly to declare all the config files. So any value, like it mainly works on a key value pair concept. So like you can think about our phone book, the address book, and there will be a person and we assign address and the phone number to him. So the person phone number can be a key, or a person name can be a key, whatever is comfortable with you. You can define it according to your business requirements. And we can add it to the collection, we can process, and we can remove from the collection. And yeah, so we'll see some example on the dictionary as well. So for both the dictionary and the list, if some time persists, we can solve a problem. And I'll give you some assignment as well on some problems, how to solve the list and dictionary kind of problems. So I can give some assignments. But if you really get some time, I'll give a question and I'll solve it myself so that you can see how to see this. I mean, how to solve that. So list is done. Now I close this list and just create one for a dictionary. So while you're doing, please follow all the best practices like naming, follow all the naming conventions properly and give annotations. So that is how it's practiced. You'll get practiced. And because of the time constraint, like I'm not doing all the practices, but don't follow that same. And yeah, so let us go to the dictionary activity. So first is we need to add to the collection, right? So I'll invoke a method first, so which is already there, so which is easy for me. And say similar to this, the list here also we need to define a dictionary. So let me create a variable, and let me say it is a name and department. And I need to define this dictionary as new dictionary of string and string, because I'm thinking of myself. I'm studying in a college, and I'm into a department. So the department name is a string, and my name is a string. So I want to give new dictionary of string comma string. So basically, those new dictionary of string string. Yeah, so again it's complaining because it is not a correct variable type. It's by default it is string, so I need to change this variable type, which is I need to go for the browse for types and type dictionary. So similar to the way I told for list, I need to go and find the system.collections.generic key value pair. So this is called the key value pair, which is the dictionary. It has a key and a value. See, I cannot select this, so because I haven't mapped it. So this one, you can think of any kind of the combinations based on your requirement. It can be int and string. You can combine whatever you want. But in this example, just for an introduction, I am giving it as string and string. But now it is telling the method name is required for property for activity invoke method. So I did not give anything, any method name. So method is add. So I'm going to add a value, the name and department. Now if you see here, there is the properties. You can see it is a collection, and the method name is add parameters. So I need to pass in the parameters, which is like in, and I give Rajanish, which is my name, which is a string. So I give it inside the quotes. Okay. And the next I give the string, which is into IT. So this both are strings. So if you see this is a pair, which is a key and a value pair. So the key is Rajanish and the value is IT. So I hope you understand this. This is very important. So whenever you give the parameter, since we have declared the key value pair, so this one will be the key and one will be the value. So mostly the first one is the key. This first one is the key and IT is the value. So now I have added one value to the dictionary. Now I have defined a dictionary and I have added one value. So I'm going to check the value now. This is the right line. This is very similar to the message box. And I give the name and department. So how to fetch the value is it's not very straightforward. So you need a key to access it. So as you know, the key is Rajanish, and you are going to access the value. So in this in this dictionary, the name of the dictionary, I'm going to give my value. Sorry, I mean the key. So Rajanish is the key. So now I am running it. See, I get the value IT. So this is the simple introduction or the concept about a dictionary. So you declare using new dictionary using the key value data type, which is of string and string. And this is one of the important questions. They will give us of string. Yeah, they'll ask the syntax. So what is the syntax? You cannot put capital OF. It's a small OF, and you can see you need to give the case sensitive correctly, otherwise it will not work. And this is one of the certification question as well. What is the syntax of the dictionary? So now you have added into the dictionary and you have successfully fetched the value and be written in the output. So what next? Remove from collection. Okay. So we can either see it in the same, or I will grab some example. So we'll solve some problem and we'll do the one of the dictionary, and we have some time, so we can do that. Okay, so let me bring a problem. Okay, it's an interest problem. So people who know about cricket, so it's something into the cricket side. So this is a key value pair. So I have this example already, which is like I'm going to declare this dictionary. You know, this is the World Cup winning team of cricket. So I have from 1975 West Indies to 2019 England. So we want to see how many times each of this team won. Yeah, it is easy to count straight ahead, but we want to solve this using the dictionary problem. So think about some other example where you get too many values, like more than 100 values. We cannot count that, right? So we need to solve this problem. So using the dictionary. So let me bring up the UI path to solve this. So let me call them as a winners, and let me create a variable for this dictionary. First of all, it is winners. And now I declare this variable, which is this. I give everything and give OK. And it doesn't work because the variable type is incorrect. Still it is complaining. There is some formatting issue. Okay, it's of int and string. See, I did not give it correctly. So every time I'm making this mistake. So here I need to go dictionary and choose the dictionary correctly and give int 32 and it's a string. So it's a very good example. Yeah. So now it went away. And one more thing what I need is when it count as output, I need the winner count. So how many times who won, right? So that also we put it as a, so here if you see, I want the winner name and the count. So winner count name is the key and the count is the value, which means the dictionary should be in the alternate way. So I go for the browse for types and dictionary and put the key value. So first is the name, which is the string. India, England, West Indies, so those are string. And how many World Cup they won? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the value. And anyway, I need to define this because otherwise it will not work. I need to define as a string and int, new dictionary of string and int. So now it's perfect. So we created the variables and now we are ready to go. See, now that winner has lot of values, right? So anyway, we'll go through this in the upcoming classes on the control flow, but now just try to understand that what I'm doing. So I'm going to use a for each statement because I'm going to travel for each value. So if you see, I'm dragging it from the control section. So this is called the control flow. So I just want to go through each of the winner. So I put as winner in winners. Okay, so winners dot values. So for each of the winner dot values, what I am going to do inside this body is like I'm going to check if like the dictionary contains the key, which is the winner. Then I'm going to increase the winner count. Otherwise, I'm going to add. So first of all, by default, there will not be nothing in the winner count. So I just drag one more control flow, which is if, okay, inside the body. So here I'm checking for a condition, which is this winner, sorry, the winner count dot contains. So here we will be using all the string operations. So they contains the key. I'm just checking if any key is present of the winner. For example, it will check for India or Australia initially. And first it will check the winner. Oh, it's not coming. Yeah, it should go away. Object to string. So there is some problem in the for each statement. So here if you see, it's not the object, it is a string because the winners are the string. So now the first time when it checks for the winner, there will not be nothing available in the the winner count. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop the invoke method just to add that value. Okay, so first I'm trying the winner count. I want to increase this winner count. So just add this winner count. So let this be the first one. First, I will be adding the winner count. So while adding the winner count, I need to give some inputs as the parameters, everything I need to pass. That is why it is complaining that it does not have public instant of the method add matching parameters. So I haven't passed any parameters so far. So I have given the add. Now in the collection, I create the parameters, which is winner. So this winner is the key and the value I have to pass is 1. So now, oh sorry, it's not deleting. Integer to string. See the problem again. It is complaining because it's a string. This should be the int, right? Number 1, 2. Okay, so now it is correct. The key is the value, sorry, the winner name, which is India, Australia, and the one. So the first time it adds to the winner count. If it is already, so when it checks winner count that contains it winner, if it is the true, then we need to, to increase the count. So which is, I need to drag assign. So I need to drag assign here and winner count of winner. Of winner means like India, Australia. I'm going to increase the winner count to winner count plus 1. So winner count of which country? So which is India, right? India or Australia. So the winner count of the winner plus 1. Yeah. So the first part is completed. So now what it does, it goes through each of the winner's value and add it to the dictionary. So the first part is done, and now I need to do the second part, which is the reading the value. So I will write this line and the winners are okay, and the winners are. So now I need to put a for each and winner in winner count. Again I put a if statement just to check if their count is greater than 1. Winner dot value Yes, this is the biggest problem here. So it expects for the key pair value. So since this is a key pair value, so here now it's the object type. So I go to the browse for types and it gives the key pair value. Or we can type dictionary. I'm not happy with this because it is a key pair value. It comes from the system.collection.generic. System.collections.generic dot key pair value. Yeah, so this is the one, and this is the string and int. Here it is the winner count. That is fine. So if the winner dot value is greater than 1, then I write a right line. So I have this line, which is string dot format. So now again we come into the string operations. That string dot format, as I told, the container 0 and 1 victories, which is the winner key and the winner dot value. So winner.key will go first and the value will go next. Key is the country name, which is India or Australia, and the value is how many World Cups they won. So that is the greater than one. If they have only one victory, then we put it as string.format with one victory. I got some chat. And okay. So you can note down your any doubts if you have, and then you ask me later or ping me so I can get back. So now I think I have pretty much done with this example. So I'll quickly walk through on this, which is like initially I have defined the winners, which is list of all the countries. It is the key value pair combination. You can see from 1975 to 2019. It has year and the country name, and just I'm traversing to each of the value and checking if the winner count is if there is the winner count. I have created one more dictionary that doesn't have anything, just I have initialized. So for the first country I will be checking whether they have won anything. So if it is not, I add to just a one, the collection, the key value pair winner and one. So this is the country India one. So the first time if India comes, so India one, just one. Okay. And the second times India comes, so it checks, it will increase the count, only the winner count here. See, winner count of the India plus one. So it will increase the count. So just it will go through and this dictionary will be completed, winner count. So now what I am doing is add to collection is done. Right. So now I want to access from the dictionary. So get from the collection. So get from the collection, I'm going through each of the winner count, which is the second dictionary. Now it is filled with all the values. So I'm going through each of the winner, and if they won more than one times, I'm just treating them specially, giving some more, the value in the output. If it is one victory, they will say one victory. So let me run this robot and see how it goes. Now I think it's traversing through each of the value, and it's a lot of operation is going on. Now it started writing all the value for the winner value greater than 1 or equal to 1. It just started writing. Yeah, it is completed. See, now you can see the value, and the winners are West Indies with 2 victories, India with 2 victories, Australia with 5 victories, Pakistan with 1 victory, Sri Lanka and England. So this is the answer. Thank you very much for watching my video. Stay tuned. Have a good day.